have a confession to make, or maybe a lot of confessions, but I was thinking about. I look at my life as like an arc, and I think my current arc has been going on since I was about 18 or so, after high school, the post high school arc. Um, Maybe it's over now. It's like usually like after high school, people go to college. It's usually 18 to 22. So maybe it is over. Maybe I think I am going through a new arc. But basically, my first years after high school and like how ugly they were. It's like when I was 18, I did a health remedy called urine therapy. As disgusting as it is, yes, when I was 18, I did drink my own pee. I would wake up in the morning, I would piss in a cup and drink it. Yes, it is disgusting. It was disgusting. That was my life for about maybe 3 months. Maybe 3 months I was doing that consistently. And somewhere around then, maybe a little bit after, I just noticed some really ugly changes in my body. Uh, I noticed that my hair was falling out. I started getting hair shedding, and you can imagine like being that young and experiencing hair loss that's just that is traumatizing because like when you're young you're kind of vain in a way and you're just seeing your youth fall away. It's like so it is a little bit traumatizing when you're that young, you're 18, just out of high school, in the prime of your life, and then, you see your hair falling out. It's not a pleasant sight. Even worse, well, okay, I had constipation to, to add on that. And even worse, I wasn't getting erections. Like, I'm used to like waking up with an erection. And during that time, I wouldn't wake up with an erection. And it was mind blowing. Like, these things seem trivial, but at that time, it just really irked me. It really bothered me how all of a sudden my body would just start changing. Like it just didn't make any sense. It really didn't make any sense. And that's how I found out about the raw meat diet. Is I'm like, okay, is normal people food making my testosterone levels go down? Is am I being inside the home too much? I would also like spend lots of time outdoors, and it's like when I think back on that time, I really wish I wasn't so preoccupied about my hormonal levels. I really wish I just maintained a healthy lifestyle and really hustled and like getting a job. It's like, I never succeeded at starting a YouTube channel or anything like that. But I really should have just hustled more at getting a job and oh yeah, and working out and just being overall healthy. It's like I look back on that as like, wow, I wasted so much time just being on YouTube, looking at all these crazy conspiracy theories about how men aren't men and men are feminine, and men should transition to women and stuff like that. It's like just like a whole crisis of you know being of us men being ashamed of our masculinity, and on top of that, I had my own dad nagging me constantly, verbally abusing me about how much of a bitch I was. you know, to put it short, basically, how much I sucked, and how I'm not doing anything with my life, and you're gonna be a virgin forever and stuff like that. He was like we're supposed to be Muslim, right? But he's upset that I don't have a girlfriend or something like that. Like usually guys your age have a girlfriend. It's like I had to deal with all that fucking shit, bro. I had to deal with all that freaking crap. And it lasted for a while. Eventually my hair stopped falling out. Like I still had thinner I had much thinner hair than I did before, but I don't know about well, yeah, it was significantly thinner, unfortunately. But my hairline hasn't really changed since then, but it's definitely different from when I was 17 and before that. So yeah, I just spend from like 18 to 20, 20 and a half years. It's like my life I was just preoccupied with, becoming manlier in a sense, but like not doing the hard work. Eventually, I did get a job at KFC. Um, this was after I left college. I did summer school, but I didn't pass my air conditioning technology class. I basically didn't know how to start a refrigerant and power up some kind of, motor. Yeah. I think if I went back to that class, I would ace it though, since I'm more familiar with machines and stuff like that. But, whatever. It's like during my late teenage years, it's like, I don't know, I was just. I mean, okay, I probably went over this, but basically when I went to KFC, when I finally got hired, it's like all of a sudden like I felt like a man again. It's like I noticed immediately. I noticed immediately that I went back to getting regular boners again. I know this sounds weird. I know this is gonna be age restricted. It's like I got a job and then all of a sudden, you know, I feel manly again. It's like I'm still shy. I'm still kind of meek, but it's like I didn't feel so, you know, so castrated like I did, those 2 years after high school. And now I'm just now I feel powerful, but I think I'm still a little mentally weak in a way, but you know physically I feel powerful, but you know I don't know how long that's gonna last. Hopefully it lasts a while, but So yeah, that's 18 to 23 for you. Got 2 more years of peak youth. Hopefully, if I live that long, if I live the next 2 years, I really make a drastic change. A change that I'm hoping that like I change to the point where like I get to a point like maybe my dad will be impressed. I know I'm not supposed to. I'm not gonna do it for that reason. Obviously, I don't care what he thinks, but like just in a sense get it, to where like, I don't really want to be like, I'm not saying I want to be idolized, but like I want to be like an inspiration because I know what it feels like to be a fucking loser. I know what it feels like to be an absolute fucking loser. And any other 18, 19-year olds, like I want to, give them some advice. What your mentality should be if you're feeling less than a man. But then again, I don't have all the answers. But part of me does feel ashamed of myself. Like I just feel lots of shame and guilt and regret and embarrassment and really wishing that those stuff never happened. Like I wish I just continued, feeling normal, quote unquote. But maybe God had a better purpose for it. Take care.